Okay, so we will start our today's lecture, that is lecture number 5, and in this we will learn about that how to implement security measures on a range of devices. Now, what does it mean by range of devices? Because in our daily life we use many software and many devices. It depends on our work that which device are we using or which software are we using for our security measures. But now what else we have to do, or what things we need to do to secure are those devices. So first of all, now security weaknesses can cause massive disasters. Obviously, that if we don't have security, it will cause issues. It will cause harm to our organization or our company. Here are few more scenarios where cyber criminals can attempt and have attempted in the past to enter in IoT system, input output systems, through innocuous devices, through different various devices or through different ways. Hackers can control cameras on laptop, webcams, baby monitors, etc., to peep into personal space of the users. Hackers have that ability to access because and because of that they are called hackers, because they can hack someone's computer or their personal cameras and laptops, webcams, through special softwares. When people share information like bank account details or passwords with digital assistants like Siri, Microsoft, or Amazon Echo, this information can be accessed by cyber criminals. So hackers can make use of smart devices as boards for delivering computing power for a DDoS attack. What is DDoS attack, Abdullah?
I don't know, ma'am.
It is distributed denial of service. Attacks are a subclass of denial of service attacks. It is a type of attack that can be done through multiple connections. Okay. So, power of a DDoS attack, password cracking, click fraud, and much more. Cyber criminals can launch a ransomware attack on the smart home input output system and make them unusable until a certain amount is paid to them. Now, these type of attacks can severely damage the entire input output ecosystem, because entire input output system is unsafe without any security measures. How to prevent the input output systems from such cyber attacks? Are there any robust security measures for or input output securities for this? Yes, we have security for this. Now, security weaknesses or vulnerabilities that put the input output system at risk. Now, what are the security weaknesses? There are some security vulnerabilities that invites crime and breaches to your input output system and thus to your organization. Let us understand those weaknesses. What are these? No, weak interface ecosystem, that your interface is not user friendly, or it has some issues, or that code of your interface can be so simple that is easy to hack, or that have some applications, your interface contains some applications that can be accessed very easily. Your password can be too weak or too easy to guess. Devices are not updated with up-to-date mechanisms or the latest software. There is little or no privacy of data. Insecurity in network services. You are using a internet which has no security. Either it can be some public internet, or you are using someone else internet, and that is not secured. Lack of physical actions. Now, what are physical actions? That you have to protect your devices. You have to watch out for antiviruses or updations. Overlooking the storage and transfer of data, that you put your data in so many places and you don't know you don't know about the security, or you're not concerned about security. You are just one-sided mind. You have just one-sided mind that you will save your data in many places so the data wouldn't be lost. From the concern of just lost, you have overlooking the storage and transfer of data. You are again and again transferring the data to any other devices, and that may take more storage also. Default settings in input output mobile apps that grant permission to unnecessary apps, services, or utilization of unsafe and outdated components. Now, what are the keys for input output security measures to consider for your smart devices and systems? Number one, choose a device that is secure by design. Number two, monitor the network and connected devices, that are they secured or not. Then setting up the router correctly. Router means the internet device that you are using in your home. You should be named the router so you don't get confused that which router am I using, or you don't forget the name. Then setting unique password so no one can guess your password, and using highest level of encryption, that your data is so much encrypted that no one can hack it. Avoid public Wi-Fi networks and make use of guest networks. Setting super strong password, changing the default device settings, install firewalls and similar solutions, disabling functionalities that aren't used or useful. Now, some of the functionalities that if you don't use them, so don't sign into them, because that is of no need. You are just giving them your information. Then boosting consumer awareness about input output security, and you should get the information about input output securities. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So security measures on mobile devices. How you will secure your mobile device? First, Sophia, you tell me about the mobile devices. That how will you secure your mobile devices?
Through passwords,
It can be from any person. It can be from any software virus.
like strong passwords.
Will you handle your mobile device with a strong password to anyone else?
No.
Yes, that is another security measure. And what you will do for softwares?
Softwares. Which type software?
Means how would you protect your mobile devices from malicious attacks or some virus attacks?
I don't know, ma'am. How to protect?
Okay, you don't know. Abdullah, how would you keep yourself or your mobile devices safe from malicious attacks or viruses? Please explain it.
By downloading an antivirus app,
Yes, and
and I can also choose my fingerprint and face ID.
okay, now will you both open the false email which you don't know that where it comes from? You will open that?
No.
No.
Yes, so that was malicious attack?
Yes.
Yes. So please remember the number of attacks or viruses that I have taught you. Okay.
Okay.
Now, security measures on mobile devices. Now, it's not a secret that the technology we use can make us a target for viruses and cyber attacks. If not secured properly, when it's come to mobile devices use, there is no manual that comes with a phone to teach the user mobile security. Now, after buying the mobile, do you receive any security receipt that they tell you about how to secure your mobile?
I think no.
Yes, obviously no. So you should update your information about the security measures. Make it your habit. Now, first is keep your phone locked. Very important thing. Don't open your phone, mobile phones, at the places where it is not needed. So no one can see what password you are entering. And if you have entered any password and if you need to unlock your phone, then lock your phone immediately. Or some people may having the habit of securing their phone by the screen light time, that after 1 minute if my phone is not used, it should lock again. There are so many types of security measures for your mobile phones, that if someone is handling your phone to see some kind of picture or any video and you are not present there, So it is possible that he may go to your contacts or your messages or to your social media accounts. So to prevent that, what you do, you secure your phone by the screen time. That if my phone,
Ma'am,
if that video is of 1 minute, so you set the timing according to the shortest amount of time that it should lock after 1 minute, so it cannot proceed to any other functions of your cell phone. And the others are obviously you can set a strong password. It can be pattern, it can be your pin code or anything, face recognition also, or fingerprint. Then set secure passwords. Setting secure password or strong password. Now, like today's passwords are very simple. For some people, they either use their name or they will use their loved one's name or their kid's name or the date of birth. These are so common. So anyone closer to you can really access or guess the password. So not only our personal devices are concerned, but professional devices are at risk as well. According to the Verizon Mobile Security Index 2018 report, only 39% of mobile devices users in enterprises change all default passwords, and only 38% use strong two-factor authentication on their mobile devices. Having weak passwords can put an entire organization at risk. Now, if some people do that, they have a separate mobile devices for their professional use. So all the professional documents and information is kept there. So if they are not using any strong password that is impossible to guess or hack, so the data will be secured. But there is a ratio. There is 39% of mobile devices who can be unlocked because of not so secured passwords. Then there is keep your devices up to date or operating system. To update the latest version, because the latest version comes with some benefits. Because if there is no use of update or there is no need for update, then why there is so much updation? The updates are there for some reason. They can be from the recent virus securities, that if there is some new virus and they want to secure you from that virus, so there is an update. So you should continuously update your operating system that you are using on your mobile devices. Connect to secure Wi-Fi. If you're using someone other's Wi-Fi, for example, it can be of a college or a university or any institute or a place where you go. It can be a hospital also or some other company. So make sure that the Wi-Fi is secured, so it may not take your information back. Be aware of downloads. When you download some app, there are some apps that are not so good for your operating system as well, or they may take some data from you. There was some false rumor, I don't know how much that rumors were true, about one game. I think its name was Blue Whale or Big Whale. So that was banned. So why it was banned? Everyone was saying no, they hypnotize childs and they do this and they do that. So according to our information, it was like they took some personal information or images or some things from their mobile phone when people download that game. After that, they started blackmailing that people to do something, according to some people. So it was like that. So either in terms of game, whether it was a hypnotizing game or whatever, or any other cause, be aware of downloads. You shouldn't be downloading any type of thing that you have a sixth sense that is not safe, or someone has restricted you to use that. Don't jailbreak or root your phone. What does that mean? Jailbreaking or rooting your phone is when you unlock your phone and remove the safeguard manufacturers have put in place so you can access anything you want. It may be tempting to jailbreak or root your phone to access app stores other than the official ones, but this put you at high risk. The apps on these illegitimate stores have not been vetted and can easily hack into your phone and steal your information. It means by going on some false or illegal websites that are not allowed, or pirated websites, you can say. So you are also doing a thing that is out of law, but they can also take your information as well. So be aware of that. Then there is an install of antivirus software. Obviously, you should install antivirus to be safe from malicious attacks or phishing emails or some any other viruses that can harm your data. Encrypt your data. Your smartphone holds a lot of data. If it is lost or stolen, your email contacts, financial information, and more can be at risk. To protect your mobile phone data, you can make sure the data is encrypted. Encrypted data is stored in an unreadable form, so it can't be understood. Most phones have encryption settings you can enable in the security menu. To check if your iOS device is encrypted, go to the settings menu and then click on Touch ID and passcode. It will prompt you to enter your lock screen code, then scroll to the bottom of the page where it should say data protection is enabled. To encrypt an Android, you must first be sure your device is 80% charged and unroot your phone before counting. Once these things are done, go to security and choose encrypt phone. If you don't charge your device, unroot it, or interrupt the encryption process, you may lose all your data. Encryption can take an hour or more. Now here there is an option of your data to be encrypted, and encrypted data is unreadable. If anyone can access that part of document or information, and if it is encrypted, that file will not be open without any touch ID or passcode. That is important. Even if it is gone to that hand, hackers, but still they cannot open. So encryption of your data is really important, and your smart devices should be 80% charged, and it may take an hour or more to encrypt your data. So smartphones are pocket-sized computers that can hold all your important data and personal information. Keeping these mobile security tips in mind will help you protect your devices. These were the main things that will help you to secure your mobile devices. Have you understood about the security measures of mobile devices?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Or is there any question?
No, I will revise this lecture.
But the next class will be the assignment class. So in assignment class, please read from lecture 1 to lecture 5. If there is any question regarding that, please ask me on that lecture.
Okay,
That
ma'am.
is the last lecture.
Okay.
So now we are talking about security measures on desktop-based devices. What is desktop-based devices, Safia?
Like monitor,
Yes. Monitor, laptops. It also can include
projector.
tabs and iPads,
Okay.
because they use Python if it is Windows tab. So keeping your computer secure helps you avoid malware and direct hacking attempts designed to steal your personal information. Here are some ways you can help to reduce your online risk when you see your computer at home. Use firewall. Now, what is a firewall? Firewall is a Windows software. Windows has already installed a firewall that protects you from basic viruses, you can say, or it can give you a notification that if your computer is on risk or some virus can attack. Then keeping all softwares up to date. Again, that updation comes with a benefit. So you should update your software, mostly software that you are using. That can be Microsoft Office or other applications regarding to Microsoft. So it can also be browsers and Adobe and other applications that need updation should be updated. Antivirus is also important for your desktop. Then make sure your passwords are well chosen and protected. Mostly security measures and security points are same for all the devices. That antivirus is important, protection of strong passwords are important, and we can protect them from the people who can access our computers, or who we shouldn't give our devices to some other hands. Then don't open suspicious attachments or click unusual links in message. No, it can be linked from obviously messages, also emails or other notifications. It adds tweets, posts, online ads that came when you are opening any website. So be aware of that. Browse the web safely. Avoid visiting sites that offer potentially illicit content. Many of these sites install malware on the fly to offer downloads that contain malware. Use of modern browser like Microsoft Edge, which can help block malicious websites and prevent malicious code from running on your computer. Now, once I had installed the, I think UC browser, it was named. What was the name? I just forgot. But after installing that, my laptop was a bit slow. So I figured it out that why it is slow. Then I start uninstalling many softwares from my laptop that I've had installed. But later, I just came to know that when I uninstalled that browser, my laptop was no more slow. So first of all, choose the browser. Secondly, because some browsers contain, every browser contains some ads that can harm you, or maybe by mistake I click on some ad that has sent virus on my computer through that software, or some notifications that can harm you, or some downloads even. So download from a well I would say professional websites that are legal. Don't go for an illegal website just to download some movie if you want to watch, or any music you want to download, or any information you want to get. So be aware of those malicious websites and choose the browser who can block these type of malicious ads to came. Stay away from pirated material. Avoid streaming or downloading movies, music, books, or applications that do not come from trusted sources. They may contain malware. Don't use USB or other external devices unless you own them. Nowadays, it is really common that if someone gives you a USB that need some information, or I need some file from your computer. So what you do? First of all, you will attach that USB and you will scan it. Either that USB contains virus or not. If there is virus in that USB or any external device, what you do, either you will scan it, or either you will plug it out and hand over to that person. No, that contains virus. I cannot attach it because it may harm your system. These points are clear, or do you have any questions?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
No, ma'am.
Then there is security measures on cloud-based systems. Now, what is basically cloud-based system? Abdullah, I hope you know about cloud-based system.
Yes, it store our data and protect us, I think so.
Yes, it is a type of our storage space. It works like our storage space. Now, because it is our storage space, it means we protect our useful information, or useful document, image, etc. in that. So we also have to secure these systems. So with no shortage of benefits, it's easy to see why so many are making the move to the cloud. But as with all cyber technology, There are risks involved. Cloud computing security is one of the biggest reservations companies have about making the change. In a world where cyber attacks and data breaches are common, how can you trust your information will be safe? Even it's in today's world when there are so many of hackers and viruses, even bigger storage companies, organizations have very strong security, still their data can be encrypted. So we can't be sure that we have make our data very secure. We haven't. Somewhere we neglect that very on the personal level. So we thought that if we have saved our data at in cloud, so our data is saved. There's no need for any password and anything, because who will use our phone or our laptops? No one can. But that is wrong. While you might expect that it's the cloud provider responsibility to employ sufficient security measures, the responsibility prominently lies with the customer to ensure their data is secure. Here are some of the methods we recommend at Storm to keep yourself safe while using the cloud. Multi-factor authentication. It means you have to secure your cloud by more than one methods. Adopting multi-factor or authentication processes can help to keep your information secure from data breaches. That no one can take out the data. If you currently use cloud service in your organization, you'll probably be familiar with these. Perhaps a code gets sent to your phone, or you have a single use passwords in place. While this may be more time consuming, it's simple step to take against cloud security threats. Now, what can be multi-factor authentication? That if you enter your password that you want to open your cloud system, so what they will do, they will send either a text message to your number or your confirmation code to your email address to again verify that really is that you or not. After that, you can open that. Then use of strong password. As I have told that passwords are in every security measures. Permissions sharing. Another way to assist cloud computing security is to track who you allocate permissions to, as well as exactly what they can access with those permissions. Data can often be compromised through the lax sharing of credentials or not updating the system when someone leaves the company or changes rules. Companies should ensure employees do not share their account details with anyone as another essential security measures. Now, permission for sharing for if you're company in if you are doing a job in any company, so cloud system maybe there is one. So you should share the information with only some of the people who can access or who need to access that thing, not other than that. Or either you are leaving that company and there's someone else to replace you. So before giving permission of sharing to anyone, just take a look at who needs that permission. Then ensure encryption. Again, you should encrypt your whole of your data so no one can access that. Install antivirus software. Backup your data is really important, and put it to the test. What does it mean? Often the best way to ensure cloud security is to test it out. If you are a large organization with highly sensitive information on the cloud, you can hire ethical hackers to assess how safe it really is. Your cloud provider should also be able to offer vulnerability testing, which should be an ongoing process to keep your security up to date. No, it's a simple thing for a human being, or it's a part of a human nature. Even if we lock our house doors or if we lock our car doors, still we try to open it. That can we open or not? We just recheck them. It's in human nature. So whatever security measures you are doing, you will either recheck it by yourself, or if you are working in a large organization, what you will do, you will hire some hacker and you will ask them to hack our system or hack our cloud system. Can you hack it, or we have fully secured our system, or we need to update it, or we need some any other protection also. So you should also put it to the test, that the any measure that you have done is reliable or not, or these are effective or not. Okay, so here our lectures end. That was the last lecture that of cybersecurity that I need to explain. So read it out the whole slide, and if you have any question now from this slide, you can ask me. And these security measures are not just limited. If you need a feel of any other security measures that need to be implemented,